Hey guys, I'm back. What's it been? No, like 8 months maybe since I've filmed a video. It's been a minute, but I'm back and let me tell you what I've been up to. So I think the last one I posted was in like November. So, of course, we had the holidays and whatever. And I didn't really do all that great with keeping consistent with weight loss or anything. I was on the pills for the semaglutide or whatever. Haven't taken that since then. I started in January doing steps. I realized that I was getting like 2,000 steps a day, which is nothing. So that was my goal this year. Was every week I had a goal of steps that I was supposed to hit. So I was supposed to hit like 5,000 steps a day. That's where I started. And so for a couple of weeks, I just consistently hit that 5,000 steps. And then I increased to 6, and then 7, and then 8. And now I am up to a weekly total of 62,000 a week, which works out to about 5,000 on Saturday and Sunday each, and then 10,000 throughout the week. And then, of course, a couple extra steps here and there to hit that extra couple thousand. Right now, it's not I have to hit exactly 5,000 on Saturday and Sunday, or I have to hit exactly 10,000 on the weekdays. It's basically an average. So if I hit 12,000 on one day, then I can hit a little bit less on another day. Not going to stress about it. Well, and I think in like March, I watched this girl's video on like what she does, and she does it in like segments of 8 or 12 weeks where she just like focuses, and then she takes a bit of a break, like a week break, and then goes again. And that's kind of how she does like a cutting phase. And I was like, I like that so much better. So, what I did was I created a goal for myself for 8 weeks, and then I just worked on hitting those goals each week. And now I'm on my second set. So now I'm actually doing really well being consistent, and it's not me just getting on here every week being like, yeah, that sucked again. So, definitely felt a lot more motivated to get back on here and update everybody on what I was doing. I also started counting my calories and being a lot more consistent on that, and it's made a lot of difference. I think I've lost like 15 pounds this year. You can't tell it at all. Like, I can't tell it. I fit into all the same clothes. Nothing seems to like fit any differently. But the scale has gone down about 15 pounds. So, definitely a big win for me. I have been going to the gym a little bit more, and I've been running a little bit. And in this second 8 weeks that I'm working on adding in some mobility stuff because your girl can't bend. I can't at all. Like, I am not bendy, not flexible, and I really want to fix that. So definitely got a lot going on with this workout routine that I have for this next 8 weeks, but I think it'll be okay. Let me tell you about it. So my first goal for every week that I work on, and I do it on like a week to week basis. So like I have a clipboard and I've got it like mapped out by like weeks, and I just check off whatever goal that I've hit that week. So for this 8 weeks, I need to get 62,000 steps a day. Now, every couple of weeks, I may increase that. So it's not set in stone, but it's at least 62,000, right? Well, and then my calories are at 1590. That's a really small deficit for me, but it seems to work right now, so I'm keeping it. And then my goal is to work out 3 times a week. And doesn't matter what that looks like. I could do 2 runs and 1 lift session. I could do 1 lift, 1 run, and 1 mobility session. Whatever that looks like, it's totally fine. I'm not stressing about it. Yes, I'm aware that if you want to make progress in anything, you have to do it more than once a week. But we're not getting lost in the weeds on everything. And then the biggest thing that I think has like helped me is I'm not eating out every meal. I used to eat McDonald's breakfast and then just track it and then just like eat less the rest of the day. I quit. I quit doing that. I am only giving myself 3 fast food meals a week. And that seems to have really made a huge difference for me. I don't eat out all the time. I don't eat McDonald's breakfast anymore. I started making breakfast at home and then taking my food to work. And it has been so much easier to track my calories and to have progress and stay on track. So the biggest change for me was that for sure. And then the biggest change between like the first 8 weeks and this 8 weeks is I'm gonna treat myself less. Like I would legit have a cookie and then just track it as long as it fit my calories, which I'm not super upset about. Like I'm okay if it like fits my calories, but I think what ends up happening is that because I'm having so much sugar, I want more sugar and then it leads to problems on the weekends and stuff because I do really good Monday through Thursday and then Friday I get a little bit lax and then Saturday or Sunday or both it's just like garbage, right? So I think that I needed to rein a lot of that in. And I also have decided to fix my reliance on coffee all the time. Like I get a large McDonald's coffee, the caramel iced coffee. I get it 5 times a week. Like that's ridiculous, right? And yeah, it's only like $2, so I'm not really worried about that. And it fits my calories right now, but it's really bad. Like I've gone a couple of days before I started this round and I did like a cold brew or did a sugar free or whatever. And then starting Monday, I switched to cold brew or sugar free coffees, whatever. And I was 2 days in and I started dreaming about coffee. Like, that's when you know you have a problem. Okay, I did the same thing when I was little and I would dream about sweet tea because I couldn't have any sweet tea anymore because I was gaining weight and I needed to quit. That's a problem. I should not be dreaming about coffee. So it's definitely a problem. So this week, my goal has been on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will have like a cold brew coffee or a sugar free coffee, something like that. And then Tuesday and Thursday, my goal is to have a medium caramel iced coffee from McDonald's. That way I'm, going down a little. This week, I did have a large coffee today from McDonald's. I think I've had 4 treats this week. Okay. So it's the first week. So we're getting there. But all of those were coffee. Like none of those were any kind of dessert. All of those were coffee. I had 2 large coffees, I think. Maybe 3. No, yeah, I had Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I had 3 large coffees. And then today I also had a second coffee, but that one was sugar free from 7 Brew because it's fantastic. So it's a start, but we'll get it together and it'll be fine. But so those are my challenges and I'm super excited about them. I am doing Sunday to Saturday right now. The way these videos are going to work is I'm going to film them on Fridays and then post them on Mondays. So like you guys will see like Saturday to Friday, but it'll be fine. But so, some wins from this week. I had how many cancellations? I had 3 cancellations yesterday. I didn't have any sessions from 11:45 to like 4:20. And I didn't take any clothes with me to the gym because I was so tired yesterday that I wasn't going to work out at all after work. And so I didn't take any clothes because I was supposed to be like busy all day. Nope. But you know what? I did not go get an extra coffee yesterday. I didn't go get a cookie yesterday. I didn't eat out of boredom. I stuck to my calories and no snacks, no treats that like were outside of the plan. I was so proud of myself because today, same thing. I had a cancellation or something. I had free time and I went and got the second coffee. But it was sugar free. But so yeah, we can't win them all. But I did win yesterday. And then I really am going to count it as a win that I have had some cold brew coffees. I've had some sugar free coffees. And while they are not the best thing ever, they are definitely drinkable. And I bought some cold brew concentrate for home. And I did buy some of those Dunkin' iced coffee K cups I've got almond milk. I've been doing almond milk in my cold brews. And I'm learning how to do it at home because I don't want to spend $4 to $5 on a coffee 3 days a week. No, thank you. Not after I've been paying $2.12 for coffee. I don't want to pay $5 for a coffee. So, gonna learn how to make it at home. And my attempts have not been great. My first attempt was yesterday, and I made it in my Keurig, and I didn't have any ice left once it like brewed. And then I didn't have any room for my almond milk, so I barely got any almond milk, and it didn't taste like nothing except bitter. And then I just tried again before I started this video, and I do still have ice left, but again, I didn't have any room for my almond milk, so I had to like drink like this much of it, and then put my almond milk in it. I think I need a bigger cup. I'm using a 16-ounce cup right now, and I think I just need to use a bigger cup, and it'll be better. All right, so my weight. So my highest weight ever since ever, but also highest weight since this like round that I've been trying to lose weight this year was 230. Okay. And at the start of this week on Monday, I was 219.4. And then this morning I weighed in at 216.8. Now, a lot of that is water weight, but you know what? I did work out 4 times this week. I did a run, 2 gym sessions, and a mobility session. So I've worked out 4 times this week. And one thing that I am really liking about my workout routine is that I have more time in my schedule on certain days. And so I'll just do 2 workouts that day. I'll go run and then I will go lift, or I'll lift in the morning and then I'll go run after. Right now it's like super hot out for whatever reason, or it's like pouring rain. So I have to like figure it out with the weather and everything because I don't like running on the treadmill. So I definitely like running outdoors, and I really don't like running in Somerset where I work because it's so hilly and I just hate it. So figuring all that out, but I did do an easy run, and then I did a mobility session. Actually, I did all 3 of those like on the same day. And I also did leg day, and then I did an upper body day. So doing pretty good if I do say so myself. And so I've been super motivated like the last, what is that, 2 months now, and I'm doing really well. It's just staying consistent long enough. Like I said before, I would do really well Monday through Thursday, or even like Sunday through Thursday. And then like Friday would be like and then Saturday would just be like garbage, or just like I'd go over. And it's just not working for me because then I shoot up in water weight, and then I spend all week losing the water weight, and then it's just like repeats. So if I can just stay consistent for like 2 weeks at a time, then I do much better. And so I think by lowering my sugar intake a little bit with my coffees, and it also drops a lot of the calories off too, because some of these are like 100 calories, or like the one I made at home yesterday was less than 25 calories. So that's a huge difference in my almost 300 calorie coffee that I get from McDonald's, you know? So it's going to help a ton to just stay consistent. So next week plans. Next week, I'm going to Red River Gorge. We leave Sunday. Me and my fiance are going, and we will be gone until Tuesday. We'll come home Tuesday. So I don't know what that's going to look like. A lot of times on vacation like that, you're going to eat out a ton, and I don't want to spend all of my eating out budget on 3 days. So I've already told him that I do not want to eat out for every meal, and that we could probably make some stuff wherever, like the place that we're staying, or we could like buy stuff like frozen or whatever. I don't even care if it's frozen and we just microwave it. But I just don't want to eat fast food for those 3 days, because then like I'm going to be out of calories and I'm going to be out of my opportunities to eat fast food. So that's not going to work for me. Now, we are going to Red River Gorge. If you don't know, it's like this really pretty hiking place. It's well known here. I've never been, but he's been quite a bit. And they've got hiking and kayaking and canoeing and stuff and zip lining. He wants me to zip line, but I am absolutely terrified. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping to get quite a bit of steps in this week. Maybe the food won't be the most nutritionist. I think that's the right word. But hopefully I'll get quite a few steps in to kind of like make up for it, so this week isn't a total bust. But yeah, guys, that is all for now. My plan is for this to go up on Monday, and then film on Fridays, and then upload again on next Monday. So we'll see how that goes. What goals are you working on right now? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.